Hello and welcome to the Merle and Locke podcast. I'm Merle.
And I'm Locke.
Set sail and low expectations for everything nerd, accompanied by a healthy, albeit shameful, helpful, important banter like folks that question required knowledge.
And more.
And more. So for today's topic, Locke, we both fall into this, I feel, as, achievement hunters, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not necessarily like achievements in life, like, great ambition.
No. That we stay very clear from that.
Absolutely. Yeah. We focus on video games.
Yeah.
So oftentimes in video games, there's a lot of achievements or milestones that you want to accomplish, and you get a little reward for it. I know Xbox has their gamer score or what have you. Like if you get like certain achievements, they're worth so many points, and those points go towards your gamer score.
Right.
On Steam, they have like highlights, and it shows your friend's activity and the achievements that they've earned, and you can highlight some of the achievements that you want as like a trophy, in your profile page, depending on the difficulty of whatever that achievement may be. And as far as the gamer score and whatnot goes, that goes the same for like World of Warcraft, for example, where like it shows the amount of points that each of your characters have, like how much they've achieved.
Right.
Oh man, we get lost in this sometimes, I feel. So World of Warcraft, there's a big appeal for it. I know we just did an episode on World of Warcraft, but we're going to talk about some more World of Warcraft.
we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's bound to happen, But in World of Warcraft, there's big rewards for certain achievements. It could be something, like a title,
a toy, a pet,
maybe a transmog of some sort. I don't know if
not that I can recall.
But they have mounts as well. You can get mounts, all kinds of like little rewards that you can get for completing certain achievements, which makes it really worthwhile and satisfying. There's usually like a long list of things you have to do, whether it be, exploring an area or doing certain activities or earning reputation with certain factions. Maybe it's even something, kind of crazy, or like some kind of, you have to do like this certain action when this certain, effect is on you. If you're doing like a certain daily, you got to do it in like, so much amount of time, or you have to do it one certain way. Like, it's just it's a challenge, right? Like it's very satisfying to like get this little challenge. Like, I wonder if I can, complete this activity in so much time, or with this certain effect that's on me, or in this certain order, or whatever it may be. Or like if you're doing a raid or what have you, and it's like kill off the boss when you have like this really detrimental effect that's cast upon you, or something like that. And stuff that makes it like super difficult, but it's very satisfying when you complete it. And you complete like this whole string of achievements that pertain to that particular reward, and then you get that reward, and then you could show it off to your friends and be like, "Man, look at the crap that I've been through just to get this thing." Oh man, like I absolutely love it as far as World of Warcraft goes. I know Elder Scrolls does some things like that as well. I think it's mostly for like titles and stuff, though. It's never anything big, I think.
Well, I mean, like some of the achievements in ESO is like when they're having their special events, like the last little event that they had where they're like, if you get this achievement and you successfully pickpocket somebody, you get the achievement, and then you can unlock this goodie for free this month.
Oh, yeah, they did that DLC thing where it's like if you get this achievement during this time frame, you get a free DLC.
Right.
And it was like it's like a whole storyline of events and whatnot, a whole new like little continent to explore. Yeah, that was a big one.
So they do at least have some point to them being like, get this achievement.
Yeah, that's super cool. But, in the grand scheme of things, there's some achievements out there that don't really give you anything, but for some reason it keeps pulling me back. I have to get this achievement. And it's not any reward. It's just, I don't know, completion.
Please tell us which one are you referring to?
Okay, so if we're to consider, for example, Sea of Thieves. Oh man, the amount of achievements I have in Sea of Thieves. I have quite a bit of achievements in Sea of Thieves, and it's not anything that gives you too many. Well, some of them do. Like if you were to think about the, what are the little storyline things called? The Tall Tales?
Yes.
Okay, so the Tall Tales, they do give you, certain cosmetic rewards and what have you, which are, usually pretty neat for completing so many things. You get like curses or like different appearances for your weapons and stuff like that, or certain, cosmetics for your ship that you can equip to your ship. And that stuff is pretty neat, like being able to achieve that and being able to show that off. So maybe that's a bad example. Let me think of another one. Okay, no. Let's think about Halo. Okay.
Ooh.
Halo.
All
right. Halo has like a billion achievements. Yeah. Like I've put so much time into achievement hunting for Halo. It's ridiculous. I have this friend who, like, we put a lot of time into Halo. Like, we used to play a lot when we were kids, when it first came out. Like, throughout the years that new expansions come out, we've kept returning to it and playing more and more. Then when the Master Chief Collection came out, we played that, into its entirety. And, we'd meet up every couple of weekends and just be like, okay, whose turn is it to pick out achievements? And then one of us would pick out some achievements, and depending on how difficult they were to achieve or how odd an achievement they were, we would look into how to complete it. And then we'd bring it to the table and we would play that night, only that goal in mind. Like, we need to achieve these things to get these achievements. We would work together, kind of like brainstorm and try to figure it out, and we'd complete the achievements. But we don't get anything out of it. Like, it doesn't reward us with anything. It's just because we love the game and we want to put more time into it and have an excuse, I suppose, to put more time into it. I feel like that might be what it is, what it all comes down to. There's been a few times where we've been looking at like Steam games, right? So there's a lot of these, indie games with not too many achievements, and they're quite achievable. If we see a game that has, kind of like few achievements and they're all pretty achievable for the most part, we'll like try to knock it out and like 100% that game, just to show our appreciation for the game, its developers, and put that extra time in and complete these achievements. And just so like on our Steam profile page, it says, hey, homeboy completed this game 100%. Isn't that cool? And we would just like go for that. And I love that. That's good fun being able to do that and be able to complete things. And like, I always feel like a sense of accomplishment after that. And being able to show that off, it's a lot of fun. But what I feel like the biggest thing that comes into question, right, is like what I have down on this piece of paper is crappy achievements. Oh man, these achievements are ones that take forever to complete. That's what I feel like the crappy achievements are. Like, it's not something off the wall or doing something a particular way or anything that's fun necessarily. It's just an achievement that fills time. Such as
complete all the achievements on the list.
Okay, well, those aren't necessarily so bad.
No, I'll tell you one thing about that one. they only put that achievement on there a lot of the time because there's at least one of the achievements that's the real pain in the ass that you have such a hard time achieving.
Okay. No, I get that.
And then you're like, I'll never 100% it because now I got 2 trophies I'll never get.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, my thought on this is if we were going back to Sea of Thieves, right? There's some achievements where it's like, so there's like these gold hoarder missions, right? You pick up these maps. It's a search for like treasure chests and what have you most of the time. And they have this, a couple achievements, like with all, like, every faction has their own thing that's similar to it. For example, the gold hoarders, they have this achievement where it's like, do 1,000 X marks the spot voyages, right? Maybe not that many, I don't think, but it's quite a few. All the years that we've been playing Sea of Thieves, I've never been able to get this achievement because, I don't even do X marks the spot voyages anymore. Because, like, I've moved on from that. Like, I don't mess with that anymore. And it's just like this insane number of mindless missions that you have to do to be able to complete this achievement, and it's so boring. Or the sail however many thousand nautical miles while on these particular missions for this certain faction. Like, stuff like that, I despise. I hate achievements that do that, where it's just like, spend hundreds of hours doing this one particular thing in our game in order to get this achievement. Oh man, it drives me, when I see it, as soon as I see it, like, I instantly think I'm never gonna get all the achievements for this game because there's no way in hell I'm going to go after this.
I have a different approach for achievements like that. I try not to think about that. Go, well, it's going to happen when it happens, but I'm not going to grind away at it until it gets done.
Well, I mean, it's, there are these passive achievements, right? Where it's just like, put so much time in or do this thing so many times. In particular, when I think about Sea of Thieves, man, even though I love the game, don't get me wrong. I love the game, and I love a lot of the achievements that they offer. But there is those particular ones that I know I will never have because there is no, like, I don't touch X marks the spots voyages. Like, I'll get the nautical miles to sail however nautical miles doing, a particular faction's quests and what have you. Like, I'll get that eventually. But things that, like, are very particular about the kind of voyage that you have to do to be able to complete it, it's never going to happen. Never, not ever. Never in a million years. If I were even to live that long, I'm not saying that I couldn't. I totally could. I just have to eat a couple veggies every now and again. But I'll never complete that mission, and it sucks. Because I would love to 100% Sea of Thieves. It's never going to happen, and I have nothing that makes me want to do those kinds of missions again. And now, is there anything in your mind that particularly sticks out, like any achievements that you've seen in the past that kind of irk you because it's not something that you foresee yourself able to accomplish?
Other than, like, the ones I explained, where it's like, you must 100% everything, which even for achievements in Grand Theft Auto 5 that I've played for so long, I went in, I did everything in the story, I even went back and did some of the alien stuff, did not 100% it, because there's some of those collectibles that are hidden all throughout the world, which are just kind of a pain in the ass to try to fly around, try to find. I'm trying to remember, they were the hallucinogenic, where you turned into, like, a random animal. And then you had to find all the DVDs or something. You had to go find them, or playing cards. And it's just so crazy. And they're like, you haven't 100% of the game. I'm like, no, I have. I've done the whole story and everything. Don't tell me I didn't 100% it.
Don't even with me.
I love coming across achievements that have like little random jokes popped in there. So one of the things I was checking on my Steam profile, because when you and I were playing, what is that, Mordau? Mordau? The achievement called Keeps Popping Off. So you gotta lose your head 3 times in a single match. That is easier than you could ever think. Like, in that game, it just kept flying off because people were just slicing me left and right.
That game was something else. I remember convincing you to get that game with me because I really wanted to try Mordau. And we jump into this thing and we start playing. It's like this big medieval sword and board, all out warfare with a whole bunch of people. And we were just getting obliterated left and right.
Jeez.
My God. It was like, it's akin to chivalry, I suppose, if anyone's ever played that. I know that's a more popular game. It is so difficult. I don't know how people can play it so well. Like, some people are super good at it, but I just don't know. Maybe the skill to be able to play that game effectively is just really steep.
I guess I only got 2 achievements in that game since I played it with you. And they're the easiest ones. It's complete the tutorial and keeps coming off. And that was pretty much my overall experience playing Mordau.
I don't even know if that game's like, if it's anybody's playing that game anymore. I know it was pretty big when we played it, so it was easy to fill.
I don't know. Judging off of Steam right now, the last big update was April 29th. So if that gives you any idea as to how it is.
Okay. So surely it's still
hanging about.
Popping off. Yeah. Good on them. But all in all I have to say is to developers, don't make that crap that you got to do something 1,000 times to be able to get the achievement. That's crazy. That sucks.
It feels a little monotonous to do as a player. You're like, I gotta do this 1,000 times.
It just builds resentment, I think. Because, like, especially those of us who like trying to get these achievements and whatnot, that just makes it.
That's just it. The only people who resent it are the people who are trying so hard to 100% complete achievements.
Yeah, make achievements achievable. Yeah.
I think we are such a small group. There are a lot of people who are going to play games and not care about their achievements, and that's fine. That is totally okay.
I get that completely. It's just, some of us are unsatisfied until we can do it, and if you make these achievements they're just unsurmountable, it's golly. It just irks me so bad.
It's like some of the other, like, because you and I, we like to play some of those spooky games from time to time, right? And, like, one of them was Ghost Exorcism. And I know we've talked about that, but there's some of them where they're like, exorcise 50 of X thing, whether it's child entities or demons. And although you may be able to get 50 of whatever, there's always going to be that one that's going to take you forever to get to.
Yeah.
Until the rotation's just right, and you finally get that last one.
Yeah, I gave up the idea of getting those achievements as soon as I saw them. Yeah, I was like, no, not gonna happen.
We got all the other ones.
Yeah, we got all the other ones, just not those ones.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so never gonna 100% that one. Oh, man. Thank you for joining us on the Merle and Locke podcast. If you enjoyed this banter, please consider becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/Merle and Locke, or simply follow the link in the description. Thank you.